Alright, welcome back to Random Fact Thursday, where we did not just spend the last hour talking about erections and Sonic.
Sonic. Okay, we need to talk about something.
Oh no.
Sonic has a problem that that we need to address, and that is they need to stop using shredded for their fucking sandwiches.
Oh my god.
Am
I
I wrong? It falls everywhere the second you open the packaging.
Okay, you motherfucker. You definitely know. I thought you were talking about Sonic the Hedgehog, not.
That's another thing of like when the Sonic movie came out. What like wasn't Sonic that they had the crossover with? What was the one they had the crossover with?
Like the restaurant?
Yeah.
Hey, man off to the side of the screen. Did Sonic. Okay, the Sonic movie. Did they have a. Huh?
Olive Garden.
Olive Garden, apparently.
If you were asking about the food I partnered with as the food advertiser, it was Olive Garden.
It was, yes, according to the man off screen, it was Olive Garden that they did a partnership with, not Sonic.
Did you bring up the Hooters partnership?
With Sonic?
Yes.
The Hedgehog?
Yes.
Oh, and then also IHOP.
Well, who doesn't partner with IHOP when they make a movie?
Yeah.
Like the only difference between IHOP and Denny's is that if Denny's what's the word? Denny's Denny's like film like crossovers are like C films. While the IHOP crossovers are like actual like movies you want to go see. Also, at the end of the day, IHOP doesn't give you diarrhea.
It does.
Ah, I see. So I have been shown a picture of somebody in a Sonic suit standing with a bunch of girls from Hooters.
If anything, that should be like Crash from Crash Bandicoot.
Oh, Jesus Christ, no!
Crash, sex, yes.
Honestly, I would go eat at a Hooters, but like I wouldn't like be weird with the girls. I would be like, girl, I will pay you in a lot of tips. Just get me an ice water and let's talk shit about people. And then that's what I do at a Hooters for like a couple hours.
My experience of going to a Hooters, the one time I've ever gone to a Hooters, was I went, and this was like we had just finished high school, and one of my friends who was like turning 19 really wanted, you know who this is,
Yes,
really wanted to go to a Hooters for his birthday. And so we ended up going. And there was a couple different people there, and it was, I think, besides like their sister, it was basically all of us were guys. But I was not doing well because, like, I think it was like year I was into Cali, and I had like was doing like a summer course that I wasn't doing well in, and so I was having to do stuff. But there was people were making jokes and then ogling the women, and then I was just there, and I was like sitting back in the chair and staring at like the weird signs and stuff on the walls, with like apparently like a mile wide like look in my eye, and then one of the waitresses, I remember she came over, as like they were the other guys were talking about something, and I had no idea what was going on, and she's like, "Well, can I get you another drink, sir?" And I'm like, "Oh no, I haven't been drinking. That's for them. I can't drink. I'm the designated driver." And she just like looks at me again, and she's like,
Y'all are 19.
"You look like you." No, she looks at me and she goes, "You look like you don't want to be here."
Jesus
And I'm
Christ.
like, "You are correct." I think I literally went, "You are correct," because it would have been a meme at the time.
Jesus.
Like, "You are correct, madam." And she's like, "Oh."
It's nothing against you. I'm just having I'm having an out of body experience right now.
She's
Your breasts are very boobly, but I cannot booble them right now. Yeah, no,
I wonder if that was maybe it's such a because I was one of the only customers they probably have ever had that just refused to look at anyone. So the problem was, instead of them all having customers always ogle them, it was like the one customer that just wouldn't look at them at all. Because I just kept staring at the fucking ceiling.
because you were witnessing the horrors.
Because I was just so fucking adamant. I don't know why I was the one. I think it's because I was the one who wasn't going to drink. So.
Wait, how you were 19 at the time, right? Wait, no, a friend of yours turned 19.
Yeah.
Okay, I misunderstood.
That never stopped us before.
Yeah, you're right. We made vodka gummy bears. But they did. What was wrong with it exactly?
We left them in there for way too long.
I would like to think the problem is that we used like sour gummy bears.
We also left them in the can for a month.
No, we left just overnight.
No, because we forgot about them.
Really?
Yeah.
Am I misremembering the...
We forgot about them, and they got pushed to the back of the fridge.
Hey, am I misremembering that night? Because we, what's the word? We didn't play, we didn't play Drunkens and Dragons exactly. We, our friend at the time, bought us alcohol.
No, we did the Drunkens and Dragons thing, and we had the gummy bears there. But the thing was, we didn't have the idea to make the gummy bears for Drunkens and Dragons.
Oh, we just
We
had
had the idea for vodka gummy bears a month previously, and we tried them like the first time. We're like, "Oh, these are all right."
Yeah.
And then we put them back in the fridge, and we fucking forgot about them for a month. And then we brought them to the Drunkens and Dragons thing.
Holy shit! I must be
That's when they were rocket fuel.
I must be remembering shit like super bad then, because I like. No, that's probably what happened. Yeah.
Yeah, so that was the issue with the gummy bears wasn't, I guess, any fault of the gummy bears. It was the fact that we've been letting them percolate and ferment and grow in strength exponentially.
Because the day that we got the alcohol was the same day that you got what it was like Long Island iced tea flavored like liquor, right? We just like kept that in the what's the word?
It was just Long Island iced tea, but as liquor.
Girl, I don't.
It was just the various liquors that go in a Long Island iced tea, and
I think that at that point, like when I was in a location to do underage drinking outside of my parents' like house, because my parents are cool. They when I was like senior in college / couple of years into college, they were like, hey, if you want to drink, it's cool if you do it in like the house. That's cool, it's fine, you can do that. And I'm like, okay, awesome. And so like, you know, like whenever they would go on alcohol runs to like buy stuff, I'd be like, can you like, you know, like grab more of this or something else, and they would be like, yeah, sure. So I didn't have to sneak alcohol, which I don't know if that makes me more of a what's the word? Just more of a nerd or cooler.
Nerd.
Honestly, actually no. The gummy bears that night weren't even the worst thing because like what's the word? Like our friend kept mixing drinks in the dorm room, and dude had a heavy fucking pour.
I remember I just kept chugging gin and juice. And because I kept also making cracks about making lean, but no one was like, "We're not making lean."
Yeah, we're
like, "What is lean?" And they're like, "We don't get the same joke that you do."
I think it was a thing of like, I feel like if we got caught with alcohol, whatever punishment was going to get doled out would be severely would be way less if we if we were robo tripping instead, if that makes sense.
It's robo tripping.
It's just another name for lean, essentially, like using like cough syrup and stuff.
Yeah. Because people are like, we don't want to do that. And I'm like, it's legal. That doesn't mean good things.
Yeah. But yeah, I remember the drinks being made that night, and one of the people, like one of our other air quote friends, wasn't even like a chunk into his drink, and he's like, "Oh, I'm so wasted, guys," and I snatched the fucking drink from him, and I just chug it. And I'm like, there, now you don't need to worry about being drunk when you drive home. And I give him back the empty bottle. Because I didn't do this because, like, I was, like, worried about him or something. But he was, like, doing it, like, every 5 seconds of, like, oh, I'm getting drunk. And it's like, bro. I don't know, like, what the vibe is, what you're doing. But you're just annoying the hell out of me right now.
I guess that's a good thing about, like, in many ways, our friend Cowboy is comparable to that friend back then, but in some ways they differ drastically. One of them was drinking, like, because if Cowboy drinks, he actually just drinks.
Mm-hmm.
Although he's had a couple times of like, at one point in time, and this was, I think it was, no, it was at Hooters, I believe.
Oh.
He asked for a margarita, no ice.
And what was the response?
And everyone was just genuinely confused.
For what reason? Oh, just that he was like underage, or
he asked for frozen margarita, no ice.
Oh, okay, I get it now. Okay, sorry.
Yeah, it was just like, what?
my brother in Christ, you understand what a frozen margarita is, right? Like, there needs to be ice in it.
Yeah, this is like, he's like, and then at one point he was asking for like, it was another drink, and he wanted on the rocks, but it was like a drink you almost never see on the rocks. I think it was like a martini or something.
I want a shot of flaming Grand Marnier on the rocks.
It was some weird stuff.
No, I get. I like nothing against Cowboy, but I do not think he is a connoisseur of alcohol.
I'm not really one either, because like I don't actually drink all that often.
Nobody in my family trusts me to pour drinks anymore.
Ever since the incident.
Well, I made fun of one of our friends from.
There's a reason. You don't have any dogs anymore.
I mean, besides the obvious answer of they were old as hell, and also dachshunds. What's the word? But no,
You made the daiquiris for the dachshunds, and then their kidney shut down immediately.
damn. But what was I gonna say? I know I made fun of our like previous friend for like having a heavy pour when he made us drinks, for that one drinking party. But like I have a insane pour. And my youngest sibling is like, I'm not letting you pour any of my drinks because you're gonna poison me. And I'm like, come on, we're just trying to have a good time. And they're like, no, I'm not letting you pour my drinks because you pour like a crazy person. And I'm like, I'm just a 2 shots of vodka kind of gal, you know what I mean? And yeah, no. If anybody wonders how I pour a drink, I am that vine of that lady who says 2 shots of vodka, and it's way more than 2 shots of vodka. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Meanwhile, I've actually had bartender training and can pour a decent drink. I just don't drink.
Yeah, you made the what was the drink you had us try? Me and Cowboy.
We made a series of drinks, and most of them turned out all right, and then some of them were questionable, like the Bloody Mary that we made with vodka, but the only vodka we had on hand was it's like cotton candy vodka.
It was like triple berry or something, and
yeah.
I would like to say, if I am remembering correctly, that like that night, me and my family had normal vodka. We had normal vodka that we could have brought for this bartending. You were like, no, let's do the triple berry vodka.
No, I think I remember the reason we did that was because the triple berry only had a little bit left, and the regular vodka was like an unopened bottle. I'm not gonna take the unopened bottle from you.
That makes sense. No, that makes sense in my mind's eye. Yeah.
And then you remember I made like a whole bunch of standard drinks. I made like old fashions, Bloody Marys, martinis, mojitos, a couple different juice cocktails, a couple different sours.
It's kind of weird. I never get drunk when I drink. I immediately skip to the hangover part.
Oh yeah, so I usually black out.
Well, no, I mean, like, what's the word? I'm aware of, like, what's going on and stuff. Like, people are like, woo, I'm drunk and stuff and I'm fun now. But, like, after, like, 1 or 2 drinks and, like, no other, like, liquid, I start getting a pounding headache. And it's like, okay, so I don't get the fun side effects of alcohol by being drunk. I just immediately get the migraine and feeling like I'm gonna vomit. That's cool.
You should try drinking like either spacing with water or drinking cocktails that have like very amounts of alcohol in them.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of water or juices. To keep you hydrated, because that's the number one component of most hangovers is being fucking dehydrated.
Yeah, and that's why you feel that's why you feel better after you drink a Gatorade, because you're getting all of your electrolytes and fluids refreshed.
You'd probably like Gator wine.
I have heard of Gator wine.
Gator wine.
Did we hear about it?
Ain't a meal that's been too bad that Gator wine can't save.
Okay, so it is the binging with Babish episode. Okay.
Yeah, it's just Gator wine.
Gator wine.
Equal parts wine and
Gatorade. You can substitute body armor if you're a fucking pussy. For the Gatorade, not the wine.
Body armor?
Body armor is another, what's the word?
I have only ever heard of Gatorade and Powerade.
Yeah, so, I don't know when this started happening, but we live now in a day and age where there are several different, like, hydration, like, electrolyte drinks. You have your OGs,
There's like Prime.
surprisingly, well, no, not surprisingly, just
Release.
Prime is unfortunately,
Energy.
no, not energy, but it's
Stan?
it is advertised as a like a hydration drink, but it's so bad for you.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, but Prime body armor is, I think, actually kind of better than
Beast Booty Juice.
Oh Jesus, we don't talk about Mr. Beast right now. That man, I don't know what's going on with that man.
I mean, we can just do what that one YouTube channel does and have the infinite money glitch of just like, oh, this happened to Mr. Beast every like a day videos, and they'll get like 20 million views.
I don't know what I was gonna say. Hang on. I'm surviving all the vampires, my guy.
We should probably actually say some facts.
Yeah,
McDonald's purchases approximately 75% of all sesame seed crop grown in Mexico.
I was gonna be really concerned for a second because it sounded like you were trying to say Sesame Street, and I was gonna be like, hold up, what are they going to do with Cookie Monster?
Anybody traveling on the International Space Station needs to have both the metric and imperial tools with them. This is because the American portion was built with imperial, and the rest with the metric.
I forget what is the fundamental difference between like empirical versus like metric.
They have different measurements.
But like, what's the base? You know what I mean? Like
the base for metric is tens, and the base for the imperial system is there is no actual standard base.
The base for imperial is fuck it, we ball.
Pretty much.
Well, like isn't Fahrenheit's imperial, right?
Well, Fahrenheit and Celsius aren't metric or imperial. They're their own things.
I see. Okay. I misunderstood then.
No, but metric is meters, centimeters, millimeters, liters, milliliters. And then imperial is feet, yards, miles,
toes,
gallons, cups, tablespoons, teaspoons,
terabytes, gigabytes. I'm kidding.
No,
I know. I'm being a shithead.
Pounds, tons. We don't have any measurement for, I guess you could say half ton, but for 1,000 pounds, you think we'd have one for 1,000 of anything, but nope, it's 2,000.
I thought you were going to get into a conversation about how America will measure anything, like you know, like five car wide hole opens up in the middle of the street, and then
boulder the size of a large boulder.
Well, I mean, with those kind of situations, like I'm not gonna like gauge like how like big it is, like if you say, oh, a boulder that is 65 tons was dropped.
Well, no, I was referencing the literal headline that was large, like small boulder the size of a large boulder fell on the road.
I see. Okay, I did not realize it was a May-May.
Eagles per gun.
Eagles per gun.
I know, I was talking with my friend Avery. Apparently one thing from the fucking Imperial system that we don't keep, but they keep in Britain for some reason, is stone, which is weight. And, like, for some reason the Americans just fucking dropped it completely. And no one else in the world but Britain used it because everyone else switched to the metric system. And Britain switched the metric system, but they decided to keep stone around, and it's fucking weird.
What exactly is the measurement of a stone?
What is stone? Wait.
Is it
A stone is 14 pounds.
Uh-huh.
Or 6.35 kilograms.
Uh-huh.
So apparently stone initially has its origin as it was a good-sized rock chosen as the local standard of measurement when it came to weighing goods.
Interesting.
So it was literally, you'd pick a rock that you thought was like a decent weight, and you had the whole village agree that it was decent weight. And then you'd be like, I like to buy a stone of grain. And you put that on the scale, and you put the stone on one end and the grain on the other. And once it equaled out, that'd be how much grain you got, or whatever.
And so then it just got to a point where a stone would equal out to about 14
pounds. Yeah, roughly.
Yeah. Interesting.
And that's like how feet was just initially feet. Like your foot.
And toes.
Yeah.
Toes. I'm sorry, I don't know why I'm saying it like that. I'm being weird again.
Comic Sans is based on the lettering Watchmen.
You mean Watchmen as in the graphic novel series?
Yes.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Nope.
I hate that.
Save on music licensing fees. When the TV comedy WKRP was syndicated, not only were the licensed songs eliminated, they had to use sound-alike voice actors to dub over dialogue where songs and actors were at the same time.
Oh no.
Five Christian churches use the title of Patriarch of the Antioch. The Syriac Orthodox, the Maronite, the Syriac Catholic, the Melkite Greek Catholic, and the Greek Orthodox Church of Antioch. Although no current patriarch is based on the city of Antioch.
But who was phone?
In 1909, the entire town of Kansas was relocated 3 miles west to escape paying debt.
Hell yeah.
This has been random fact, whatever. We record for what, an hour and a half?